Hello, this is Cinders Papercraft.co.uk and I'm bringing you part 3 of this lovely mini album. Now hopefully I will get it all done today, but if not I will leave the matting of the inserts that go into the files and tabs, so I might get that done today, but if not you can either tune in and have a look, or you might know how to do it yourself and might think no I don't need to look, but I'm going to put it up anyway. Hopefully I'll get it all done today. Not much to say except for let's crack on with the project. Right, so I've done as much as I can with my pages. This is the second time I filmed this, and there have been a couple of 5-second starts that have gone disastrously wrong as well, so let's hope this is the final one. Thank you for spending some of your time with me today, very much appreciated. Hopefully as I go on I will get more confident and understand how the videos work, how to film, to make sure the sound and lighting's okay. But thank you for joining me, and let us start. Right, so this is the album obviously, and we are now going to add pages. Actually I think I like the lighter colour at the top. Yeah, not that it matters. Right, well it will matter, but at this stage. Right, so we are going to be adding in our pages, which I am going to do each one as we go. What I will say is I've had to trim my actual pages, my card, down, because you don't want it to go underneath this bit, because then the pages won't move as freely, they'll be more rigid. It doesn't matter if they are rigid, but that is what I've cut mine down to, which was take 2, the little 5-second starts. Right, so this is one that I actually got ready. I will take that away now. I'm not going to read all the measurements off because there are a lot of measurements. I will just stick the coordinating measurements up with these stick-it notes, and I also will give you any tips and tricks along. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with these. Let me explain this, because obviously I can just put them in. These are using the Stampin' Up foam strips. These are brilliant because they just give you a bit more space to pop things in, like your layering mats and then your other mats, and photos and any bits and pieces you want to keep there. Now I have put that one together because that was one of the ones where I found out I'd actually done them a whisper too big. So I'm just going to stick this down. Now in part 1 I told you I'm not fond of glue for these. I do use glue, I'm a big fan of glue, but because there are so many pages and cards in here, it will take me forever and it will make it slightly damp. So I'm going with tape. In case you're wondering if fast fuse will do it, it won't. It's not strong enough, and you do not want to give this to someone after you spent a long time on it for them to say, can you just stick that back, it come off. Right, so that one is really simple. You peel off the excuse me, the backing for the foam strips and stick them on. Nice and simple. You don't have to do the measurements I'm doing. I think what I suppose I want you to learn is how to do the process if you want to have opening flaps or inserts, and then you can make it to what size you want. It's a great way of using up scrap card and scrap paper if you find that you've only got something that's DSP that's smaller, well, you cut the card smaller and you make it into a flap. Use what you have. There is no point in cutting into a big sheet of DSP if you want to do this here, which is, or if you say 2 inches, if you've got a piece that's 1.5 inches, make it smaller. Use what you have. That is my tip, but I will put all these measurements onto my blog, which you will have to bear with me because, as you can imagine, it is quite a it will be a lot of typing. Right, now this one, I'm just going to move that over because I do not need that in the way at the moment. So carefully slide that over. I watched one of my videos. I try not to watch them because I find it cringy and embarrassing, and I realise that it looks like I'm throwing things in the other ones. I'm genuinely not. Right, so I've made this as a pocket, which I'm going to pop onto there. And can you see this pattern here? It's gorgeous. Now, you can use up pieces of paper. Everyone has these tiny strips. They never know what to do with them. Some people throw them out, some people don't. I try to use up as much as I can, but these, you can use up all your tiny strips of paper. It is fantastic and they look gorgeous. And again, you can always layer those up either side of the DSP if you don't have enough. It's a good tip. Right, so we are going to, you need a small, let me put that up, sorry, see, I'll get better at that. This, I am using a tiny strip. It's 1/8 of an inch strip. If you haven't got it, but you have got bigger, use it. It just means you will have a smaller area to pop in. It isn't the end of the world. Right, so we're going to line it up near the bottom, because then you can have things out the top. Right, now here we go. We are going to add these in now and add our magnets. Actually, I can take this beautiful folder out of the way because I'll cut them all in. I'll put them in as I go. Right, so this one, excuse me, I never cough ever until I get near here. Right, so we're going to use that and just pop that there, so you can just see a tiny bit of that. And then this one, we are going to fold this over and pop that there. You can move it up. Actually, I might go with that. So that's basically what we're going to do. I have gone ahead and put the DSP on both sides on a lot of these because we're not adding magnets, and I'm sure, as I've said before, you do not want to see me, actually I will have that higher, taking off running sticky tape and glue and that when I don't need to, because these are going to be long enough anyway. Right, so now here we want our magnet to be about here. So yeah, that's right. We are going to, you can measure this. I'm not going to measure it, but you can, honestly, you're fine. I'm just going to look here and I think I want it about there. So I fold it over and I know I want it about there, which I am just going to do a quick dot. Now, I told you I buy my magnets from Amazon, which I've given you the link for. When I find my magnets, I've got it all ready, so it's nice. Yeah, right, so These are strong magnets, they are nice and thin, and we are going to I know I'm going to need that there, and shall I use a glue dot or glue? Glue dot or glue? No. Oh, think, child. Right. I think I am going to go with a glue dot. I do have really big fat glue dots and they're excellent, but these are also very good. Now these don't have north or south on, so there is a trick to that. When we glue this down onto the album, that will then be held in place. The glue dots will hold it in place, but you will see what I mean. Right, so what we are going to do is get the magnet and literally drop it on. It will find its mate, and then we are going to add on the glue dots to that one, because again we are going to cover this with DSP. Goodness me, me and cameras, honestly, I'm really quite a confident crafter. Right, so there, and we are going to now add glue, because I am not going to put you through tape and right. There. Glue dots will hold that in anyway. Sorry, let me just put this pin in, otherwise it will dry out. Right, so just double check. That's it. Right, so that is now snug, and we are going to peel that off, and we are going to fold that over. So you'll now find that's done. Isn't that simple? It looks so difficult, but it truly isn't. Right, so I'm going to pop this over to here, and I am going to attach the measurements to that so I don't lose it from my blog. Right, now page 2. Now this one, this is the one that I was showing you. Now this one has the foam strips, so simple, they're that thick. Now this one is lovely and simple, it truly is. There will be no magnets, nothing special. If you just decide that you want something simple on each of the pages, I have tried to do as many different pages as I can, so if you think I don't want to do that, that looks too difficult, you can pick any of the pages that you like. Right, so that one's done. That's got its pocket, and I'll move that over here. And this one. Right, now when I say this, I should have shown you at the beginning. When I say score at 1/2 inch, what we're doing there is this is going to be 7 5/8. So 7 5/8, and that is going to be 5 inches, or is that, yeah, that's 5 inches. Yeah, I don't, that looks like a 3. No, it is 5. Let's make that look a bit better. 5 inches. My writing. Right, so when I say score at 1/2 inch, score 1/2 inch along there, because that is then going to become the flap that will go underneath your page. Right, so this one again, this one is super simple. You've just got one piece of card, you score it, then you decorate it, and that's going to sit on there, and we're going to add a magnet so that that can stay closed. which if I stop waffling and do, you'll be able to see. Right, let's get my magnets out. I really do use a lot of magnets. I use them in all my projects. You can use Velcro dots, honestly. Use what you have. But I don't love them, I'm afraid. Terrible to say. Right. Now, I'm going to pop that there. And then we are going to, should have done it the other way around really. What have I done with that silly thing? There. Right, and move it over because it will move as it goes. Right. So I'm going to add glue onto that one. I don't need a great deal. Literally just that. And then I'm going to peel this tape off like so and stick that over. Let's just move that out of the way. Oh, I love tear and tape. I don't usually have problems with it either until I get in front of a camera. Right, so there we are. Now I am just going to add glue to that. Now I will say again in this video, I must remember where I'm positioned so that you can see it. Be mindful with your patterns. Ooh. This glue is fantastic, but you do not get the wiggle room you get with Tombow, so that is a good thing. If you're doing this for the first time, use Tombow or tape. Yeah, see, I wasn't very careful about that, but there, done. Nice and simple. I'll put that over there. Right, the next one. Oop. It's funny, when I did watch this video, because I'm standing up, my hands and my arms look huge. Made me smile because I actually do have tiny hands, but they are chubby. They very nicely get called my chubbies. Right, now this one I thought I would do something different. Obviously there's your mat, nice and simple, and I've done a card which is your standard size card, and I'm going to add magnets to there, and then that is going to sit on there, but it can be removed and taken out. So I've decided that I will try to do different things so that you can then decide which ones you like. So, glue dots. I'm going to run out of my glue dots. I have to see if I can find my big ones, my big chunky ones. Right, so they're done, and we are now going to let them find their partners. There. And it is as simple as oop, did that go on? Honest, even I make this look hard. It isn't, you know. Right, so I am now going to get this lined up to where I like it. There. Press down. Glue dots will still be there. And we are going to add this page on. Oop. And I must look at the angles of this video. Now, which way am I going? Oh, it doesn't matter. Of course it doesn't matter. There's no up and down to this. Right, so yeah. I'm a big child, I know. Right, so that's that page done. So I think you're getting a clear picture of the different size mats you can have, and also the different sizes of pockets, and just how you actually go about designing your album pages. Right, so, and then this one I'm just going to put straight on top. There. And I'll call that done. Simple. And we are now going to, oh, this one. Now this one is lovely. Sorry, I nudged the camera. These are the strips I was telling you about. That way. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I love them, and I'm going to show you how they come in handy. Right, so what I've done here is I'm going to make a detachable photo book. And what I've done is I have made a spine the following way, because what I want to do, let's move those across, is I do spines so that they sit flat, and you'll see that, let's move that out of the way, that these open up and you add the pages to them. Can you see? It is a lot better than adding lots and lots of thick paper. There, you can see that. So this is super simple. You have a piece of 1 inch, and getting my scoring board, we are going to pop that down, and we are going to score that along the 1/2 inch. Nice and simple. And we are going to give this a very, very good burnishing. Let's move these out of the way. And we are then going to glue them to this. Dog hairs managed to get everywhere. Don't ask me how they've got in here. Right, I think they sneak in here when I'm at work. I must show you a picture of Asuki. She's my youngest dog, and she'll often jump up onto my craft room table. You just glue that along. Sorry, I'm busy waffling on about my dog. Make sure you're pressing this down. Yeah, and you'll often see her sitting at the chair looking at the table as she steals my other bone folder. I've got a Stampin' Up bone folder, proper bone folders, and she'll often sneak that out and run away with it. She thinks that's a very good giggle. Right, now you're thinking that is really ugly. It won't be. This bit here is 2 inches, and you'll score it to give it a spine, and then that will go there, and that will get glued in, and it will look lovely. Right, so now I'm not going to put you through this, but I have added tape along here. What I will do is add those that I've already got tape for. This is super simple. Peel off the tape, and we're going to add that. Of course, I'm going to make this look difficult, and it really isn't. Right, so we are going to push that down as far as it will go on the other page. There, done. I hope this isn't too dark. This colour is lovely. I hope it's showing up okay on camera. Right, so down. Now I'm actually not going to do all that while I'm on. I can show you that finished, and then, but what I will show you is we are going to put this on here. Now I wanted to use up what I had rather than cut into another sheet, so this is a good example on that. And I thought, well, that can stay like that. I do like that, but I can also pop that on there, and then that will finish it off and look nice. Again, I'm not going to do that. You do not need to see me do that, but I will show you it when it's done. So yeah, but you can see then we will add this on. I'll get this attached. Now you can glue this down so that it's permanent on your mat, this mat, or you can add magnets. Now I'm actually not sure whether magnets are a good way to go, but probably would be, because then you can take it out. I'll decide in a minute. I will crack on with the other ones. But you see what I mean about using up what you have. Don't need to cut into another sheet of DSP. If you have one not quite as big, decorate around it. Use what you have. Right, this one's going to take a very long time to do. Here we are. Oh, these, by the way, are the Stampin' Up, the library clips. They're gorgeous. They really are handy as well. They're not just for decoration. I do actually use them. I buy things from Stampin' Up that I can't do without, and it appears that I can't do without nearly every single stamp set in the catalogue. Right, so pop that where you want it down. Those foam strips are lovely. See, you get a bit of depth there. I call that one done. Over to the side. And what do we have here? We have, let's pop that down. We are going to have 2 flat pockets, which are what we've done already, but it never hurts to see it again while you're learning. Right, so this one I can already attach, so make sure you fold it nice, give it a nice sharp edge, and we are going to peel off this tape. We are going to line that up here. We are going to just take this bit of tape. See, all this stuff, I swear it's got something against me. Right, now I don't want it right up to there, so what I'll do is I'll just line it up here, and I think I like that. Oop, that was nearly disastrous. Did you see what I nearly done? Right, now there, I like that. Let's put that down, and now I'm going to pop that back up, because otherwise I will stick it everywhere. So that is the first. Now this one, I need a magnet, so we are going to turn this over as we have before. We are going to put down our glue dots, and I know that this page is going to come to about, again, I'm not going to measure, I know it's going to be about there, it's right there, and I'm going to get a glue dot, and I am going to stick it down there, and then I am going to take this off. I am going to put the magnet there. See, it will find it, and I am going to take off all this. Oh, sorry. Did I tell you I'm clumsy? I am. Hello, this is me again. Sorry, my computer seemed to have a problem again. Right, now I have recorded this another time. As you can see, yucky, yucky, yuck, and it wasn't recording. Right, so what I've done so far is I have popped those on with the glue dot. Ooh, don't like those at all. Anyway, we are now going to put these magnets on to find their mate. I wanted to show you one that was actually more than one, so that you are really comfortable with the process of putting on magnets, because I know a lot of people are worried about them, but you truly don't need to be. I have run out of glue dots and the rest are in my other room. No, it's going to be too noisy. Oh, there, these will do. Right, okay. Right. Oop, here we go. I have to say that Stampin' Up glue dots are the best. You don't have to worry about, you can just literally pick them off the roll, which is what I love. I'm not fond of other glue dots. The big thick ones are great, but for anything this size they are simply too big. I'm not sure that these aren't going to create a bit of bulk, but my other crafting room is out of this room, and I don't want to set my dogs off because they get all excited to see me. So I am just going to pop this. Oh, where did that come from? There. Is it there? Yeah. Wow. Right. Now I'm not over the top for this. Let's hope that is straight. So pop it down and give it a bit of a wiggle. That's it. And we are now going to put on some paper, but as I found out earlier, I don't have a piece of that paper. Now this would be a good time for me to stamp my own, but I want to cover the other pages in, so I'm just going to leave this for now. Just wanted to show you. That is as simple as it needs to be. There. And then you can just open it. This will need to just be opened because obviously we put this covering bit on to make it all nice and neat. So there, that is that page. Right, now the second page, and then at the end, before I finish, I want to make sure I remember to talk to you about something. Right, so this one, yeah, okay, this one I have left out for a very good reason. This one, we are going to have two long ones, one going up, one going down, and then we're going to have a small one coming in from the side. So that's why I have left this one out. So we are going to be using two magnets. The static on these. Right, so we are going to have that one there. So we are going to turn that over and we're going to pull these bits down. Otherwise that other glue is going, the other tape will try and stick to them. And we don't want that. Right, so rub that down and put them back up because we don't want the double-sided tape picking up everything else either. Right, that must be, that's a bit of glue dot, lovely. Right, let's move that out the way. Now we are going to put this one on, but we are going to, did I want that one on first? That's what I went with, excuse me. Right, so we are putting this one on first. And then just fold that over. Make sure we fold that bit over, because we do not want that sticking. You are going to give these a very good burnish when it's ready. Just make sure that they're all... Now we are putting this then on there, and we want it to hide all the rest. So let me see if these will hold, and we do that exactly the same way as we done last time. Was pop one behind, which I'm going to just place on the neck. And see, yeah, okay, so that is strong enough. Yeah, right, so we are going to pop that one and seal it down. You know, I can honestly say I don't have problems with this paper. I know people have said it before, and it would appear that something to do with filming makes sticky tape behave badly. Right, okay, so we are now going to make sure it's where we want it. Make sure we cover that back up. I wonder how many people were out there thinking, she hasn't taken that tape backing off. Oh dear. One day I will make a perfect crafter. No, actually I don't want to be. I want to have fun. Mistakes and all. I love fun crafting. I don't always want to be serious. It's supposed to be fun. And can I tell you that some of the best things I've ever created have come from mistakes. So that's what I'm saying anyway. I'm sticking to it as well. Right, so we are now going to let that find its mate. And we are going to, oh, do you know what? I don't like these dots. I mean, they're perfectly okay, but I just don't like them as much. I like my Stampin' dots. Oh, they're sticky there, I'll give them that. Right, and now we are just going to pop that down, give it enough of a rub, and we are going to pop that on, and we are going to glue that. And I'm going to pop that on. Oh, it's much easier to be neat when you're sitting down. Right, so that is that page done, and I'll put them back on because I'm going to need that when I put the measurements on my blog. They will be uploaded with centimetres as well. Right, now what I wanted to share with you is not everyone has oodles of money. I'm very aware that there are varying budgets out there, but what I want everyone to be able to do is to make this project if they want to. There is no reason why this has to be off limits to anyone, but I am going to show you, if you love the look, you love the colours, then you can create the colours that you need and not have to buy the card. I have to say their card is very, very reasonable. It is the best card. I've said that before and I will probably say that 100 times more. I like crafting. I love 3D projects, and I honestly believe that this is some of the best cardstock I've ever used. Right, so we want to create cardstock, but you haven't got the money to go out and buy a multi-pack, or you don't want to go online or buy through a demonstrator, then you will need to buy these, because this can help you colour ribbon and card. You can also use it on your stamps to colour the stamps in and stamp with it. So these are the way to go, definitely. Right, so if I've run out of card, which happens, I can create the look of it, and I'm leaving that there. So we're going to take our marker and we're going to take a ruler, and we don't usually leave a huge gap. So what we are going to do is run that down there, and we are going to run that back down there. And we are now going to just, you will need to be careful of that in the corners though. Make sure you stop just before the corners, and I'll do this bit because I want to be able to show you the comparison. Now you can leave it like that, but I like the slightly darker colour. I think it looks more realistic. Now this is going to dry. And it will dry lighter. However, let me see. So if we pop that up there, you can see it perfectly matches. I don't want anyone, I want to be able to try and help you achieve the look you want, even if you don't want to spend lots of money on all the different coloured cardstocks. Find collections, find colour collections that you love, and you can always, let me show you this as well. Now, lots of demonstrators have shown this, so this isn't anything I've come up with at all. Right, so I don't know why I've done that. Let's have it. Right, so we are just simply going to colour. Now again, this is going to look slightly darker. It will dry. So all you need to do is literally, it will dry, honestly, because you're probably thinking that looks awful. And I'll show you one that I've done earlier. So that's all you do, nice and simple. You can see it's drying now anyway. It does go through, but you might want to top that up to make it truly double-sided. Right, so that's one I've done previously. So we can now take, let me move this out of the way. We can now take our lovely cardstock, and we can take our paper, and we can pop our ribbon on. This actually is coming out darker than it on camera than it actually is, but that is how you can get the look without having all the cardstock. Now I don't want anyone to be excluded. Stampin' Up isn't expensive. It has the reputation of being expensive, but I have compared some of their stamp sets with others, and they come in much more reasonable, much more reasonable. So there you are. I'm going to pop all these together, and then I'm going to do all the mats. I'll show you how I done them once they're in there, and we'll just run through what it looks like in the end. But please give this a go. If you've got any problems, I'm always happy to help you. Oh, by the way, I've got a subscriber. It's so exciting. I know you're probably thinking, well, I've got 20,000. That one is very special to me. So whoever you are, thank you very much. Right, so we can either have man's gift box. Now I am using non-Stampin' Up dies, but I will show you how to do it with Stampin' Up dies and without. I can show you where to get those from elsewhere. If I can give you help on where to find things, I am more than happy. Now this one is a gift box, and again I've used non-Stampin' Up dies. I have used a lot of Stampin' Up dies in this, but you open it up like so. So that's what it looks. Ooh, what it looks like from the sides. Pretty. And this is old paper, but I've had these for a while. Right, so you open it up, and this is going to be difficult, so I'm going to lay it the other way. And there, I can't show you any other way. It hangs up and they're personalised. You can put pictures in here, you can put flowers stamped on, does not have to be alphabets. But all as I have done is made these nice and thick. And I have used the stitch shapes, beautiful. But I will happily tell you where to get these dies from. So that one or the box, or she says, or I can show you how to make finger door bust storage. Now we're going to open these up, and here are my daubers. So I have them labelled up with the colours, so if I don't know the names but I want a nice red, I can look at the colour. So, and that one actually does, this is exactly the same box, so if I were you, I'd go for this one. However, I will do either one. So you open this one up, so this is the same box with the same storage, and there's just little cards in there. So if I take these cards out, and we are going to pull this up, and there are the envelopes stored at the bottom, which I haven't finished off, but I made this as a video before, and I just wanted to show you that for one box with one purpose, it can be repurposed into another item using exactly the same measurements. Right, so if I haven't had any suggestions in the next couple of days, which I might not have because people might not be watching my videos just yet, I will pick one of them myself. But please do leave a comment. I am trying very hard to make sure my angles are right, that the level's right, that the lighting's right. I try not to make too many mistakes, but I am only just starting off with filming, so Please do be patient of my blunders, and if you've any suggestions, hopefully nice suggestions, I will take them all very well. If you don't like my video, and you, not everyone will, just be gentle with your criticisms. Like I say, I'm starting off at the moment, and I might not be as hardened to criticism as others yet. So anyhow, that's it. I will come back in a very short video and just walk you through the mats I've put on and show you the finished album. There won't be many bits to add to that. It won't be a very long video, but thank you very much for spending some of your time with me. It is appreciated, and every view makes me smile. Anyone that subscribes to my channel, it makes me smile, to be honest. And my one subscriber, I wish I knew who you were, but I don't. But thank you so much for subscribing. It does mean a lot to me. And I will be bringing lots of 3D projects over the next couple of months. I have so many of them. I look around my room and they're everywhere. But anyway, goodbye for now, and thank you for spending time with me, and I shall be back again with a video soon. Thank you. Bye bye.